Shilpa Shenoy, and I work for Cisco Systems in the Supply Chain Operations Division. I graduated with an engineering degree in 2015, and I've been working for Cisco for the past 3 years. So I gave the GRE twice, actually. I have a vendor management team, and I lead the level 1 and the level 2 teams that look after this software delivery to make our customer experience hassle-free. This became a catalyst for me to apply and do my master's, and I just finished all my application processes and I'm back to working now. This entire process of application, of giving the GRE, filling in your applications, I think it takes a considerable amount of time, and we need to make sure that we devote that time for this application process. So my schedule at work was quite busy, wherein I used to be at work until 6, and then I come back home and I used to have conference calls and meetings in the night. But I realized I had to make a few compromises to, get what I eventually wanted. The first 2 months, studying for GRE itself required quite a considerable amount of my time every day. So I worked around my meetings and I changed my work schedule so that I would devote at least 3 hours every day for GRE. So when I signed up for CrackVerbal, I think finding the suitable option for me. So I had only a month between the first time and the second time that I gave it. And during that month is when CrackVerbal helped me out. So there were a lot of options like, classes and personal tutoring and so on. So I think finding the right one that suited my schedule with work and what I was looking for, because, attending classes every day between, let's say, 2 to 5 is not a feasible option for me with work. So personal tutoring kind of helped there. I heard about CrackVerbal from a friend of mine who I work with. So she was also in a similar situation, but although she had a lot more time, she went for the classes, and I decided to choose personal tutoring. And what I liked about CrackVerbal was that I think, especially with the personal tutoring part, they were extremely flexible with what I wanted, and they catered it to my needs. And another aspect which I really liked and which, helped me prepare well for my GRE was the fact that for both English, quant and verbal, the tutors made sure they prepared me with harder questions. They prepared me with GMAT level questions so that when I'm actually appearing for the GRE exam, I would find the GRE level a little easier in the exam. But GRE is the first step to your application, right? But I think it doesn't end there. So even after GRE is done, I spent about a month writing my statement of purpose, and depending on the college, the essays vary. So I wrote 2 essays, 3 essays, and it went on for quite some time. I think I was just writing essays for 2 months and then getting the letter of recommendations from work or college. So all that took some time. And after 2 months, I was glad to be done with the entire application process. One advice I would give is that I think there's a lot of application material, a lot of training material, a lot of advice that people give out. So it can get a little overwhelming. So you need to decide what works best for you, because everyone's different, right? So for example, I realized that personal tutoring and in-person classes work best for me. So although a lot of people said online classes are good, you should be able to do it, I gave that a shot, but then I realized that me as a person, in-person tutoring is what works best for me. So I decided to just go with my instincts and what works best for me, and that's how I succeeded.